Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing the single Salchow and the single loop. So I'm just going to be sharing some tips and some helpful advice on what to do and how to do these jumps, and at the end I'm going to share some mistakes you might be making. So if you're ready, let's go! So first off, you always want to make sure that you have a really nice preparation for any jump. You want to feel stable and ready. So first off, we're going to start off with these 3 turns, basically holding the second part of the turn before the Salchow lifts off from the ice. You really want to make sure that you're stabilized on this edge. You don't want to be kicking your leg too high. Your arms need to be aligned, and you want to make sure that your body is nice and straight and that you just feel good overall before you take off from the jump. So just do a few of these around the circle. So do a couple of these around the circle until you feel really comfortable with the turn. And yeah, always make sure that everything is aligned and you always finish with a nice exit. Now with the Salchow, there isn't only the 3 turn. You can do it from a mohawk and back outside 3 turn. Here I'm showing the mohawk. As you can see, my body is aligned, my body is straight, my arms are aligned with my hips, and I'm not kicking the leg after the turn too high or after the mohawk too high. And then I'm always finishing with a nice exit and always making sure that I do a couple of these. It's really up to you on how you want to enter the Salchow. So if you want to enter it through a 3 turn, that's up to you. If you want to enter it through a mohawk, that's also up to you. In my opinion, I feel like it's really easy to lose yourself on the 3 turn. So maybe if you want to have an easier route, going for the mohawk. But that's just personal preference for some people. Sometimes the 3 turn is much easier. So in this next exercise, we're going to be doing little hops in the Salchow preparation. So we're just hopping and stretching our legs into the air and then landing on 2 feet. Like I said before, you really want to keep your arms aligned and then bring them together in the air. You don't want to pull them in too tight. You want to stretch those legs and then finish off with a nice exit. Always doing these on the circle and doing a couple of them at a time. So now you're ready for the Salchow. Make sure that you're not rushing the 3 turn too much, but at the same time, try to go with the momentum of the 3 turn as you're jumping up. Do not kick your free leg way too high, and at the same time, do not pull your arms super tightly into this single Salchow. There isn't that much rotation, and we really want to gain some strength with it as we are jumping up. And then you always want to finish with a nice exit. Here I'm showing it with a mohawk. Everything still applies. You don't want to kick your leg. You don't want to fall into the left side, sticking your butt out and then missing getting over the hip. You also want to keep your arms aligned, not too high and not too low. On to the mistakes. You want to make sure that you do not over-rotate your arms or your upper body. A little pre-rotation is totally normal, but over-rotating is a bad idea. It's going to make you fall over onto the left side and you're going to over-rotate the jump in general. So really make sure that everything goes together. Second mistake is to drop your right side or right arm way too low. This will not give you enough strength to get over that hip, and your jump is going to be lopsided and out of balance in general. On to the loop jump now. So before we do any kind of loop jumping, our back outside 3 turns need to be perfect. So making sure that you're in your knees here and always holding the second part of the turn and then continuing. You want to make sure that your arms are kind of mimicking the pull-in as if you were in the jump as you're turning. And you also want to make sure that your body is nice and straight here. And you want to finish with a nice exit after. And then also making sure that you do it all on the other side, which is super important. Now we're going to continue with something like the Salchow hops, but now we're going to try and do a loop. So we're jumping from one leg and then kind of landing onto the other leg. We're not pulling in too tightly here. We're really making sure that we are jumping straight into the air, trying to keep our body straight. No slouching, no arching, and just a little half turn, turning outside 3 turn, then continuing one after another. And then of course finishing with a nice exit. So now on to the loop jump. I'm going to be showing 3 entrances for the loop. So the basic one, the inside 3 turn, and the double outside back 3 turn. So here you want to make sure that you're always keeping your body aligned, you're not slouching too forward, and you're not arching too back. You also want to make sure that you're not grinding your knee into this edge as you are about to jump off of, and you also want to make sure that you don't rush that knee bend. You want to make sure that you're jumping straight up and not kicking the free leg at any point. Your arms are aligned, not too high, not too low. Some skaters like Yuna Kim have it super high. Some like Elizaveta Tukhtemysheva have it a little bit lower. Neither are incorrect, but they are always keeping it aligned with their body, which is super important. Now on to the loop mistakes. So dropping your right arm or shoulder is super incorrect, and it's gonna make your whole jump like lopsided or unbalanced. You want to make sure that your arms are aligned. Second mistake is dropping your left shoulder or left side or over-rotating your arms. You want to make sure that everything is aligned and you don't want it to fall out of axis. Next mistake is to slouch your body too forward, which is just going to make the body out of balance and totally off axis, and you're not going to get the height that you want. Last mistake is to arch your back way too much, which is going to bring your exit out of balance and way too arched. You always want to keep your body in line. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and follow me on Instagram. So until next time, bye!